Hey everyone, welcome inside the CUSA studio to our new Players of the Week announcement. Each week, tune in here at 3 p.m. Central to see if your favorite player gains recognition for their performance over the weekend. After another competitive week of CUSA football, this week's weekly awards hail from Florida Atlantic, North Texas, Louisiana Tech, and FIU. After both coming away with big conference wins this weekend, Florida Atlantic's Devin Singletary and North Texas's Jalen Guyton share this week's Offensive Player of the Week honor. Singletary wins a piece of the award after breaking the 100-yard plateau for the third week in a row. In the Owls' 38-20 win over Middle Tennessee, the senior running back recorded 133 yards on 24 carries and became just the second Owl in program history to score 4 rushing touchdowns in a game. He is currently tied for second in the FBS with 9 rushing touchdowns this season. Jalen Guyton also gains Offensive Player of the Week recognition after his career day for the Mean Green in their 43-28 win over Southern Miss. The sophomore wide receiver had a career 211 yards on 14 catches, becoming the first North Texas receiver to surpass the 200-yard mark in a game since 2014. He also caught a touchdown in the game and leads the team with 5 receiving touchdowns this season. This week's Defensive Player of the Week is Louisiana Tech safety Cedric Cooper. Cooper contributed immensely for the Bulldogs defense in the 34-16 win over South Alabama, registering 2 interceptions. The 2 interceptions mark the first 2 interceptions of the senior's career. And FIU's Stone Wilson is this week's Special Teams Player of the Week. The junior punted 5 times for 229 yards Saturday for an average of 45.8 yards per punt. His longest of the night was a 56-yarder which pinned Charlotte at its own 2-yard line with 4:52 left in the game, ultimately resulting in a 30-29 Panthers victory. We've got ourselves a pair of repeat winners for men's soccer as Santiago Patino is the Offensive Player of the Week and Mertcan Akar is the Defensive Player of the Week. Patino is recognized as the Offensive Player of the Week for the 3rd time this season after scoring 3 goals in 2 games this week. The first goal came on Tuesday against North Florida, then he was able to find the back of the net twice Saturday against Florida Atlantic. The preseason Offensive Player of the Year leads the league in both points and goals with 20 points and 9 goals so far this season. For the 2nd time this season, Old Dominion goalkeeper Mertcan Akar is the Defensive Player of the Week. The sophomore goalie recorded his 4th shutout of the year in the Monarchs' 2-0 victory over 13th-ranked Kentucky. In the game, he made 7 saves, which is the most for himself in a game this season. With a month until the Women's Soccer Championship, every conference game counts. And after this weekend of play, we have 3 new faces taking home the weekly awards. This week's Offensive Player of the Week is Amy Brewer from UAB. The midfielder scored 4 goals over the weekend on just 7 shots, including a hat-trick performance Friday over conference opponent FIU. She became the first Blazer since 2011 to record a hat-trick and was able to do so in just 59 minutes of play. She also added the game-tying goal on Sunday against Florida Atlantic. Tori Phillips from North Texas is this week's Defensive Player of the Week after helping hold both Mean Green opponents scoreless over the weekend. Phillips and the North Texas backline allowed just 4 total shots on goal in the wins over Mid-American Christian University and WKU. The senior also contributed offensively, taking 7 shots and adding an assist. And Rice goalkeeper Maya Hoyer wins the Goalkeeper of the Week award after posting a pair of complete game shutouts over the weekend. The sophomore recorded 4 saves in the 2-0 victory over WKU on Thursday, then followed that up with 6 saves in the 1-0 win at Southern Miss. Hoyer has completed 5 shutouts this season, which is tied for the league lead and hasn't allowed a goal since September 15th. And as WKU volleyball sits atop conference standings with a 4-0 conference record, 2 Lady Toppers take home weekly awards. After winning every Setter of the Week award during the month of September, Jessica Lucas wins the award yet again for the 5th straight week. This weekend, Lucas averaged 11.17 assists per set while racking up 67 total assists. She almost recorded a double-double in both matches, contributing 35 helpers and 9 digs on Friday against La Tech and 32 assists and 8 digs Sunday over Middle Tennessee. Lucas's teammate Sydney Angle comes away with the Defensive Player of the Week honor for the 3rd straight week. The senior was nearly perfect over the weekend with a .952 serve-receive percentage while averaging 3.83 digs per set. She also tallied her 2nd straight double-double performance, notching 10 kills and 13 digs on Friday in the 3-0 sweep over Louisiana Tech. This week's Offensive Player of the Week is Charlotte's Janelle Sparks. Sparks takes home the award after averaging 5.50 kills per set and 6 points per set over the weekend. She led the 49ers with 44 total kills, including a career-high 25-kill performance on Sunday at Florida Atlantic. This is the senior's 2nd Offensive Player of the Week honor this season. And Sydney Nebtuta from Florida Atlantic wins this week's Freshman of the Week honor after recording her first 2 career double-doubles. First on Friday, she racked up 10 kills and 10 digs against FIU, then followed that performance up on Sunday, notching 19 kills and 16 digs in the 3-1 victory over Charlotte. Collectively over the weekend, she averaged 3.62 kills per set and 3.25 digs per set. A big congrats to all of our Players of the Week honorees, and don't forget to tune in here at 3 p.m. Central next week for another Player of the Week announcement.